Here's what happened. The opening round of MXGP, the FIM Motocross World Championship, MXGP of Patagonia, Argentina. MX2 race 1, and it was the first Foxhole shot of the year for Tom Vial on the Red Bull Kjer, but it didn't last long. Less than half a lap into the race, his teammate Jorge Prado took over the lead. Third was the German on the F&H Racing Kawasaki, Henry Jacobi, but he made light work of Vial as early as lap 2 and got himself into second position. Captain Valandren didn't make a great start for HRC, but he made this move on Kjer to move himself into 4th place as early as lap 3. As a poor starting, Thomas Olsen started to charge his way through the field. He made his way past Vial. Valandren also followed through, and then he tried to find his way past Jacobi. He had to wait a little later on in the race, though, before the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna was able to find his way into second on that particular manoeuvre. Kjer, he fell a few laps from home whilst occupying 6th position. He would eventually come home in 11th as Mitch Evans for Honda 114 Motorsports eventually got himself up into 5th place, but it was a win in race 1 for Prado. Olsen 2nd, Jacobi 3rd. MXGP race 1, and it was Julian Lieber for Monster Energy Kawasaki who grabbed the first Foxhole shot of the season. He was closely followed by Romain Febvre on the Monster Energy Yamaha, and from the outside, Tony Cairoli on the Red Bull KTM came across everybody to get himself into 3rd by the first couple of corners. Made his way past Sal to get himself ahead of the Belgian, and then quickly up the inside of Febvre to go 2nd. And before the end of the lap, the Sicilian led the way. Febvre got himself into 2nd with this pass on Lieber, and he went after the 222 for Cairoli. The two Kawasaki's, though, almost came together as Sal went by his teammate Lieber as he charged into 3rd place. Just before the halfway mark, though, Tim Gajser nudged his HRC Honda up the inside of the Belgian, but the Panda did not relent. He found his way back past the Slovenian, but eventually his persistence paid off. He got himself into 2nd. Arno Tonas, though, for Monster Energy Wilvo Yamaha, was not so lucky. He fell from 11th and would not finish the race. Gajser closed in on Febvre in the closing stages, take over 2nd, but it was Cairoli who was victorious. Gajser 2nd, Febvre 3rd. MX2 race 2. This time it was Jorge Prado with the Foxhole shot on his Red Bull KTM as he nudged aside his young teammate, Tom Vial. Mitch Evans, though, for Honda 114 Motorsport, grabbed an early advantage in 2nd position in the fluorescent colours, closely followed by Ben Watson on the Monster Energy Kjer Yamaha, who got a good start in 3rd, but he fell down to 11th as early as lap 4. Left himself with a lot of work to do. Evans was there in 2nd. But then, once again, the Husqvarnas were making progress, but David Puches, he made a couple of mistakes before dropping back down to 10th. Evans got caught napping by the hard-charging number 19, Thomas Olsen, as Adam Sterry sampled the dirt. He was sitting in a comfortable 5th place. He eventually came home in 9th. Prado, though, was spectacular, and he took a double moto win here to nail his first Grand Prix win of the season. 2nd overall, Thomas Olsen, and what a fantastic debut performance from Mitch Evans, the lead Honda rider, edging out the factory Honda rider for the 3rd step of the podium. So your overall then, Jorge Prado, Thomas Olsen and Mitch Evans. And what was a fantastic day's racing here in MX2. And of course, Jorge Prado takes the championship leader's red plate to Natalie, round 2.
It was great coming here and ending up on the top of the box for us, just to gain points and to start the season, let's say around the top 5, top 3 was good enough.
MXGP race 2 got off to an explosive start as Julian Lieber took the Foxhole shot. His teammate, Commander Sal, just lost the front and high-sided himself, and he took down the 2 Yamahas of Gauthier Paulin and Jeremy Seewer. Up front, though, as they emerged through the first couple of corners, Tim Gajser led the way from Romain Febvre. Febvre on the Monster Energy Yamaha found his way around the outside of the HRC Honda rider to take over the lead almost immediately as Cairoli once again made another fantastic start from the outside. He went from 3rd to 1st in a couple of corners around about lap 6. Febvre got pushed back to 2nd, as Gajser went through into 2nd position. Febvre then looked to consolidate that third place, which would have given him third overall, but then he had a big crash through the wave with a handful of laps to go. That handed third to Jeremy van Horebeek. Tony Cairoli was victorious once again, 2 race wins out of 2, finally clinching an overall Grand Prix victory here in Argentina. Tim Gajser was second overall, Van Horebeek third for Honda SR Motor Blues, a private team in MXGP. Your overall then this weekend, Tony Cairoli, Red Bull KTM, Tim Gajser, Team HRC, Jeremy Van Horebeek, Honda SR Motor Blues. Cairoli will take the red plate to Great Britain in 3 weeks' time.
I was a little bit not happy about yesterday, because for sure it's really important on this track to get a good start, because the speed between everyone is quite similar. So I had to start completely from the outside, which made it very difficult. I need to put in all my skills to make a good start, and it worked both times. So I was in the top 10 both starts, so this was good.